My name is Julie Fei-Fan Balzer, and I've gotten some questions about etching and whether it's possible with the ScanNCut, so I came up with an idea for how to etch balsa wood. In case you're not familiar with balsa wood, it's a really thin, flexible wood, and you can buy it at any craft or hobby store. Now, if you're going to use it with your ScanNCut, you want the absolute thinnest that you can find, okay? Definitely. And the other thing to know is that balsa wood has a grain in it, and so it'll bend and curve if you bend it one way, and it's won't if you do it the other way, okay? The other thing that's really important is it's thin enough that I can take a pair of scissors, admittedly a big heavy pair of scissors, but I can cut it pretty easily with the scissors if I want, okay? So that means it's soft, which is what I want. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to etch it. Now, I'm using a mat, and I'm just going to remove the dust cover. This is a fabric mat, and you can see right along the edge here it says fabric because it has a high-tack fabric support sheet, meaning it's this sticky. And that's because I need the wood to be held very securely. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on my mat, and I can put it anywhere on my mat that I want, but I'm pushing pretty firmly to make sure that it's really stuck there. And I'm going to go ahead and open the dust cover on my machine, and then I'm going to load my mat. Now there are a couple of things, which is one, I want to remove my regular blade, and instead I want to put in my deep cut blade. Now this blade is currently set to a 6, and that's because I tried this process, and when I had a deeper blade, I was trying to etch more deeply, I found that the blade dragged. But with a shorter blade, I got a much better result. So I'm going to go ahead now and just put that in, and I don't want to have any pressure settings at all, and I want the speed to be all the way down at a 1. And then you can go ahead and use any image you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and choose from one of the built-ins. I like this back to school text. Now I know that my piece of balsa wood is a little less than 4 inches, so I'm just going to kind of bring it down, and then I can adjust it later if I want. So I'm going to go ahead and scan in the wood, and then I'll place it. So then I can go ahead and drag my image right on, and if I wanted I could resize it or adjust it or sort of drag around where it's placed, etc. But once I'm happy with it, I'm just going to hit OK. And although we're etching, we're still going to choose cut, and it's simply going to etch into the wood and not cut through all the way. So here's my beautiful finished etching, and it looks great and it feels great, and now it's ready for just taking off and maybe popping onto somebody's lunchbox. Thanks so much for watching. For more tips, tricks, and tutorials, be sure to visit my blog at balzerdesigns.typepad.com, and of course the ScanNCut website at scanNCut.com.